y'all, what's up? Big Willie here, and welcome back to another episode of our Prison Escapes Beginnings Let's Play. So, today, we are going to try 2 different dimensions in one episode, Deeper, Darker, and the end, if we can make it all happen. So, without further ado, let's get into it. I had actually made a bunch of notes in here. And so Book and Quill, if you don't hit done, it doesn't write it. So like I had cleared out all the stuff we'd done. I had like a roadmap put in here for like this episode for the other side in the end, like the things we needed. Yep, nope. I forgot to hit done and it didn't save it. So we're gonna wing it because it is literally, I normally try to drop at 3 and it's already 5 o'clock my time. So this episode is gonna be super late. If it goes out today, sorry about that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate the support and momentum this series has been picking up. I am enjoying playing it. I hope you guys are enjoying watching it. So, reinforced deep slate. We need to get some of that going. We need 10 of them. It's going to give us the flint and steel to light it, and this is going to take us to the other side, which is the Warden's dimension. And before we get too far, let's talk about this. So, I was fiddling around with this, and as Mass Boost pointed out, I should, in theory, just be able to, like, put this directly below a crystal. And then if I put the right thing and give it power, it should, in theory, just try to fix the crystal that's above it. So let's try this real quick before we go into that deeper, darker thing. I know, I'm distracted, but welcome to my videos. We want a point. There we go. You're like, what is the point, Wooly? And I'm like, shut it. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. So this thing's got power now, and then all we have to do is for these, the introize, what did it want to make them? So we need powdered ender pearl to put in there. So let me get out some ender pearls because we've got a ton of them and some powdered. Let's just, see, they only go to 16, so we can only do 16 at a time. We'll put some in there, and we will take the powdered ender pearl and put it in there, and that should attempt to repair that for us. And then we can put some more ender pearl in there, and let it get crushed up, and we just need to keep restocking it. Oh, look at that. It's already repaired it to the budding fully Introx. Oh, look at that. We can just keep it stored. So we could set this up. That's pretty spiffy. We can set up the crystal fixer underneath it with like an export bus, especially if we have the stuff where we can put power into AE2 too. We could tie this whole thing in and keep it restocked, and it would just keep the thing fully repaired. Now, I wonder if that will impede it growing or not. Either way, this with some stuff from AE2, like a block breaker that's, you know, looking for the full size ones, man, that could be nice. Cool. Done. So yeah, Mass Boost, you're right. Just put it underneath one of these, and now we can repair them. We don't need this flawless one, but we'll just leave it there until I make a cardboard box to move it later. Back to what we were doing. Reinforced deep slate. We are going to need some compressed deep slate, which means we need some deep slate, which means we probably need to cook some. Let's see. What do we have? We got polished deep slate. We've got some cobbled deep slate. We really don't have enough deep slate. Where do we get deep slate from? So we get deep slate from sifting, crushed deep slate, or from dirt. Let me do some sieving to get us some more deep slate going, because I don't know where else I might get it from, and I'll be right back with you. All right, y'all. Well, this video has taken a whole week, essentially, to record because life continues to happen. Either way, here we go. You are going to need 320 regular deep slate to make all the compressed deep slate for your 10 we need for our portal. So, just make sure you got that going, and I hope that we have everything else because I have not double-checked it. So let's try to make them. 8, 9, 10. Yes. All right. So that is our 10 for our deeper, darker portal. We are going to get the Echoite flint, and let's just go over here and make another portal, I guess, on the other side of this. Let's see how this goes. Alrighty, so it says that it has a minimum height of 2, but I don't know what that means. But we made ourselves another portal. Let's see if we can light it. There we go. Interesting. It breaks the flint and steel every time and turns it back into an ingot. We did have a mishap. I misplaced some stuff on the portal. It wouldn't light. So, yeah, I had to break things, do it over again. Didn't figure you guys needed to see that. But, oh, this gave us the flint and steel back in the form of an echoite. Okay, cool. Well, there we go. So, into Deeper and Darker. Do we really need to go in there for anything? We need to kill the warden a bunch. It does want me to visit the dimension, so I guess we could pop through the portal. If it'll let me. There we go. Oh, it is very dark here. Let's get out some torches. Oh, there is a screecher, so yeah, we should probably try to avoid summoning a warden right now. All right, so we made it into this dimension, although we don't really need to stay here. The ultimate goal is I really want to be able to get to the end. So let's start taking a look at our end cake. But for those of you that want to go play around in the other, and we're going to have to finish up some of these quests, because these are not optional, but we are not geared at all for being in the deep dark. Okay, we do not have the gear for it. Heck, we really don't have the gear for fighting the Ender Dragon, but I want to be able to get there. So let's take a look at the end cake. So we are going to need, basically all we need is crushed endstone that we don't have. In order to get crushed endstone, we need regular endstone, and we can get regular endstone from lava in a barrel with glowstone dust, which is simple. We've got that. So barrel, let's grab us out a stone barrel, and let's grab some glowstone dust. And then if we were to put this right here on this pipe, maybe on this side, it should fill, and then we should be able to just there we go. Full stack of endstone. Then all we got to do is crush it. We should have a hammer. Hopefully. No, we don't. We can make a hammer. Sure. Compressed hammer. So then if we compress some of this endstone, we can probably compress some to sieve some too. I mean, we'll just see. We don't need to do all this, but there we go. All right, so there's some compressed endstone, and now we should be able to make our end cake. And there we have it, end cake. All we're going to need to do now is go visit the end, which we essentially place this down and eat it, and it will take us to the end. So let's put it between these two portals. Why does it only look like there's... Oh, do we only get like one time going? All right, so now we're ready to go to the end. Let's see about getting geared up to be able to go to the end. Now, I think we're still taking fall damage, right? Like, what do we have for shift for details? We've got lava repair, ground stop, none of that. So we really need some kind of like feather falling. We're going to need something to negate fall damage. Did we get a charm that does that? Repair durability. Negates 20% of all damage. That might keep us alive. Where's movement speed after taking damage, increase experience. Okay, so let's take a look at where we are in the Ender IO questline. Or not Ender IO, just Dire Things. Because the Celestium gear would be good, but the Nether Goober gear, this stuff, the Goober, whatever, Gobber stuff, this armor is actually pretty strong if you look at it. Way better than ours. We're getting 2 armor. We can get 7 armor off of a Nether helmet. Oh, that takes a nether star per, though. But we could buy nether stars if we're being, honest. So we don't have enough for making all of our gear out of that. But even the lower tier, if you look at it, it is pretty serious armor. Got some knockback resistance, some durability. So the question becomes, do we look at that or do we look at the Celestium that gets repaired? Well, if we're trying to get the dragon dead and we just want to have good enough gear, that might be the better option. We're going to need a bow. We're going to need a better sword. What does the sword do for damage out of this? 11 attack damage. And what are we getting here? 10. And if we go to the uses on this and we go to the smithing table and we get... Doesn't even tell me what the... We have one in our backpack, though, don't we? We do. So 8. So if we put sharpness on this one, we're going to have a better sword there with our Celestium sword. So yeah, we should probably enchant up this and get some gear together. Let's take a look at this nether stuff. So we could buy... We have plenty of stuff to buy 10 nether stars. Like, I can just go in here and grab our coins. Let's see what we have for coins. Yeah, we got enough that we could buy some nether stars to make some of that gear, which is probably a smart usage of our coins, or at least I'm going to say it is for the time being. So let's get ourselves 10 nether stars. And now with 10 nether stars, we should be able to look at that gobber gear. And we already have a chest plate from there, which is going to be way better than what we're wearing. Then, if we were to look at the nether tier... Wow, 13. That's really not bad. What about this bow? What does it do? Doesn't say. I'm going to risk it and make the thing. I have no idea what it does for damage, but we've got that bow now. So we have 6 total left, which gives us enough to make a helmet or boots and maybe a sword. So let's go helmet. And then we should be able to just go the leggings and the boots. Oh, wait. We've got, what are these? Uses on the globettes. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. So, yeah, then let's go ahead and just do boots. And now we're going to need to enchant up some gear. We've got our villager set up over here. We've got plenty of grown-up villagers coming out of here. I can give these guys more carrots to get us more, but we've got more than enough. I've been getting trades, renaming them, putting them up here. As you can see, we've got sharpness, we've got silk touch, we've got infinity. I'm going to go through and get us some stuff together, gear-wise and enchant-wise, from our villagers here to get us ready to go through to the end. So I'll be back with you when we're geared up. All right, y'all. Well, that was about 20 to 25 minutes of me just cycling villagers. I took a trade that doesn't do us any good, Sever 5, but we got Sharpness 5 and looting on our Celestium Sword. We actually just used an upgrade template and upgraded our existing Blaze Gold one. And then we enchanted our bow with Power 5 and Infinity. We have all of our gear with Prot 4 and Aqua Affinity. Didn't put Mending on everything because I didn't want to spend the emeralds on it. And here we go. Let's see if we can go take on the dragon. I don't know if it's anything special, but let's eat this cake. Oh, somebody's already got a portal and a waystone here, so I guess we can just use their waystone. Nice. End near respawn platform. Cool. All right, so how do I get out of here? You guys got a staircase up, or what are we doing? This looks like we're directly under the portal, so we dug a tunnel to the portal. So how am I supposed to get out of here, guys? I mean, you guys got all this little, like, setup done, but there ain't no way out. So I guess let's just, let's make our own. So, yes, as you guys know, we play on a server. These are all, subscribers and, friends and whatnot. They are all in my Discord. That's how you can get into. Join the Discord. Details are in there, and we can get you added to come play with us, if you're interested. You can play here on the server. Just remember, this is the server I record on, so I don't put up with a lot of mess. You know, if you want to get in there and be cute, it'll be fun while it lasts, and it'll be over real quick. But other than that, come play, have fun, and let's see what we got. Oh boy, we're going to have to be able to resummon the dragon since they've already downed him, which means we're going to need end crystals. This is an oversight on my part. Let's go see about getting ourselves some end crystals. So, yeah, guess we got to head back home, and we'll get some end crystals. Let's see, home, yard, okay? And then we need to go down to the mine. And end crystals. What do we need to make them? I think we have everything. 1, 2, 3. Oh, glass. We need to get glass automated, y'all. We need to get sand automated. I got to make some seeds. Boy, I would love to have some time to just sit around and play some Minecraft for a change. That'd be fun. Look for that in the Discord. I'm hopefully going to be trying to get that done like this weekend. I want to just spend some time doing some stuff for me, and that includes I enjoy playing Minecraft, y'all. I like sitting around playing it. A lot of times, if I have the opportunity and I'm just working on off-camera stuff, I'll hang out in my Discord and play. So feel free, if I'm in there and I'm not, like, you know, deafened or muted, come feel free to see what I'm doing. But spoiler alert, you may see stuff that you haven't seen a video on yet. So just be prepared for that. But yeah, we will get us some glass here, and let's get our end crystals going. Here we go. Recipe. We need 2 more. And there we go. So now we have hopefully everything we need to get the dragon down for ourselves. Oh, we need glass bottles. Let's definitely get some glass bottles. Because we want some dragon's breath, which was one of the main reasons we're doing this. We needed dragon's breath for something. Does anybody remember what it was for? I don't remember what it was for. Nitro crystals? No, that's nether stars. Oh, we could make some of these now. Since we bought some nether stars. Oh, it was wireless boosters maybe? So if we go uses here. Nope, that's just nether stars. Yeah. I don't remember. There's definitely something we needed dragon's breath for, but I cannot remember. Let's go kill the dragon. I bet you there was a way out over at the other end of this little hallway, but then somebody resummoned the dragon and it filled in the hole. So, all right. Well, this looks like the modded one, which should be kind of a challenge considering we don't have creative flight. We normally have creative flight by now, but I guess we'll see how this goes. With these ones, though, I think I can put the end crystals here to resummon rather than having to get down to the portal itself, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, I did get us some bread, too. I made up some of the gooey bread and the nether gooey bread. So we've got plenty of food in the backpack to feed us and keep us healed up. And, yeah, let's get this dragon down, get ourselves some of our own dragon's breath, and move along with things. Oh, hey, I didn't ask for you to come up and give me trouble. There we go. All right, so let's get these things down. Whoa. Why did I just get hit by lightning? Is that what this thing does? Does this thing ignite me every time? Let's get some more dragon's breath. Okay. Let's full up on dragon's breath now. Or are we? No, we're not. Okay. Let's get one more. Cool. All right. We got all the bottles we brought with us. Now, we just need to get some more of these down. Oh, interesting. So when they explode, we get struck for putting them out. Toughest dragon fight I've ever had. Holy cow. He keeps resummoning the end crystals, so be careful of that. And yeah, wow. I think that took me no less than 15 minutes, and there's still an end crystal up. Look, like lightning strikes, and then he resummons the end crystals, and every time you kill an end crystal, it summons 2 phantoms above you, and they give you this like drunk effect or whatever. Wow. Well, he's dead. Ding dong, the witch is dead. The wicked witch, the mean old witch. Ding dong, the wicked witch is dead. So let me kill these phantoms, and then I'll figure out what we're doing, or if we even have time left to do anything. Now we should be able to get the egg back. These blazes too, like it summons blazes in here. And they float up out of your way. That was definitely a challenge. Let's get our dragon egg though. We need a torch. Sweet, and grab that out of our backpack and get our quest credit. All that's really left for us to do is go explore some outer end islands and try and find ourselves an elytra. So that is normal end adventures. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause here, head back to the base. I'm going to look at the recording and see how I feel like we're going to be for time. All right, y'all. Well, this is going to wrap it up for me this week. This episode is probably going to be short and sort of a hot mess, and for that I apologize. It has been a week, but we're finishing up on a good note. I was able to get some prosperity shards while I was in the end, and now I have enough to make our netherite seed. Netherite seed was the thing that was getting in the way of us wrapping up the storage quest line, so let's go ahead, head over here to our farm, and wrap up the episode by planting our netherite seed here in our garden. It will hopefully grow on this soil. I haven't looked to see if we're getting these other ones. We are. So it should in theory grow. And if it doesn't, I'll let you guys know and we'll get that updated. But thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've been able to learn something and play along in your own worlds. And I look forward to seeing those of you that are on the server. Looks like it's just Squirrel right now, but there were a few people on earlier other than Squirrel and myself while I was recording. So thanks again. Hit the like button, subscribe, ring that bell for notifications, and we'll see y'all next time.